All right guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a full day of eating on prep as a couple. So I'm super excited to show you guys how much food I'm eating and how much food she's not eating. And yeah, you have anything else to add?
Full day eating today. We're 25 and a half weeks out from the Tampa Pro today, and we're gonna take you guys through a shoulder workout.
It's already been 4 weeks since we started prep. This is like our second video, but as you guys probably know now, it's like a video every 2 weeks is kind of what we're aiming for here. I do have my own channel as well, so if you guys wanna check out my channel, I'm not sure if Emily's gonna try to do something here and there on hers, but this is like our couples channel. This is the one we really wanna push. We wanna show transparency on here through prep as a couple and then also individually. So like I said, please make sure you guys subscribe. We had a really good turnout from last video. We have like, I think we're close to like 80 subscribers now, which is pretty cool. For our first video, it got like, it's almost at 1,000 views. So I'm really excited to keep bringing these out. You guys seem to like them, and just let us know what you guys wanna see down below. I know a couple people wanted full day of eating, so that's exactly what we're doing today. And then we also have a shoulder workout. So we're gonna get juicy. We're the opposite of juicy right now, but we're gonna, yeah, we're gonna get yoked and jacked, and we're gonna get a nice shoulder pump today. So
yeah, he's juicy.
He's juicy.
He's a little,
he's nice. If we cooked him up, he'd taste pretty good.
he needs to lose a couple pounds. You're gonna go on prep too, right?
You got some extra fat. Yeah.
He needs to go on prep.
We should show his full day of eating. It's more than I eat.
Aziz 30 weeks out from his show.
No, he's like a year out.
1 year out.
Oh. All right, guys. So this is my pre-workout meal. I got this like, it kind of looks like a pot from like a planter bed, but that's what I've been eating out of lately. We got 311 grams of rice in here. I don't know why 11. That's just what my coach wants me to have. And then we have the rest of the steak in here that I need for this meal. Okay, it's 196, but that's close enough. We'll put some extra meat into another meal or something. But basically 196 grams of sirloin steak, and then we have 311 grams of jasmine rice. And then I'll basically just microwave this up. All right, so next up I have almond butter, honey. And I'm gonna put this, I like to just use a spoon. This is like my little treat. I don't do this that much, but I'm like really like craving something sweet today, so I'm just gonna mix this up. I usually just put it in my food directly, but today I'm just going to put 32 grams of almond butter. And then we got 20 grams of honey. I always would rather be a little bit under than over. And then I just mix this up and I just eat this kind of like this as I eat this meal that I have in the microwave. The 311 grams of jasmine rice and 196 steak. And I'll just put a little bit of ketchup on this or whatever sauce I have in the fridge that's sugar-free. And then that's it. That's my pre-workout meal. We'll put the calories and the macros on the screen so you guys can kind of follow along. I don't suggest copying what I'm doing exactly because obviously it's not you, but if you want to try something similar, you can, feel free to do that. And then Emily's going to show you her meal right now.
All right, so at this point on prep, I'm doing macros. So probably around, I would say 15 weeks out, I'll switch to a full meal plan. But right now I'm just doing macros. So with that, I try and incorporate mostly whole foods still. So for meal one, my pre-workout meal, I'm going to do 50 grams of this cream of rice. If you've never tried this brand, it's called CSN. It's really, really good. This is in the flavor apple, crumble, and custard. So I'll do 50 grams of this. Okay, there we go. 50 grams of that, some water. And then I'll heat it up in the microwave for 2 minutes. Now we wait. It overflowed. Shit.
What the heck?
Hang on, I gotta get paper towels.
If your cream of rice doesn't overflow, then you're not a bodybuilder. That happens at least 3 or 4 times a week. Just got to put that out there.
So it's spilled a little bit in the microwave, but 2 minutes, it should be fully cooked. Then I'll set it back on the scale here and I'll do 30 grams of protein powder. This is the maple waffle flavor. So that sounded really good with the apple crumble and custard flavor from the cream of rice. So I'm gonna do 30 grams of this in here. All right, so I'll just mix this up until it's all distributed in the cream of rice. Okay, and then a little bit of salt. just kind of eyeball it with the salt. There is a point closer to the show where we'll switch to measuring out our salt, but for now I just eyeball it. And then finally with this meal, I'm gonna add some peanut butter. This is my favorite brand of peanut butter. And I am a creamy peanut butter person, not a chunky peanut butter person. So I know that's like the great debate, right? But then I'll do just 20 grams of this. And then that is my pre-workout meal.
Lovely.
Perfect. Good.
Kill some shoulders.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so with my breakfast, I also take my vitamins each morning. So I'll do one of these essential vitamin packs from Revive. It has immune and organ support, inflammation, or supports healthy inflammation response. So it has turmeric in here, free radical support, antioxidant, essential fatty acids. So it has the omegas and heart health. And then along with that, I'll do one of the B complex, zinc carnosine, and then the vitamin D3 and K2 together. So there you have it. Put them all right here. Cheers. No. I take like a few at a time. I definitely can't take that many at once.
Doing them all at the same time. Mm-mm. All right, so kind of chilled for a minute, let the food digest. And then since it's a full day of eating, I figured I'd walk you guys through like everything that I'm taking. I kind of take the same vitamins and minerals that Emily's takes. So you can kind of piece that together. But essentially, this is gonna be my pre-workout stack. We have EVP Extreme. This is the new flavor, Polar Cherry Frost. So I'm really excited to be able to use this stuff. It tastes really good. At first, I was like, cherry, I don't have a very good track history with cherry flavor because of like the medicines when I was younger. I just absolutely hated like grape and cherry. But believe it or not, these are both grape and cherry flavored and they taste amazing. So I do 1 scoop of the Stim pre-workout. This has, I believe, like 150, 175 milligrams of caffeine in it per 1 scoop. So you can double scoop this if you want to be crazy, but I'm not trying to be crazy. And then I actually really like to mix it with the grape cotton candy flavor. Sounds gross, but don't bash it until you try it. It's actually a really good combination. It doesn't sound like it'd go together, but it's actually pretty good. And so I'll go ahead and mix these together. This is gonna be our non-stim pre. So essentially I'm getting all the beta alanine, the citrulline, everything that gives you a better pump in both of these products when I combine them, but I'm only getting half the stimulants when you compare it to taking 2 full scoops of the Stim pre-workout. So these are the exact same, except for the different flavors, and this one has stimulants and this one doesn't. And then the Cell Chem, I'm just kind of showing you guys right now. This is what I'll be sipping on during my workout. I don't drink this until I get to the gym. And depending on how the pump's going, if I want a little more, I'll probably put like a half or a full scoop of EVP 3D, the non-stim pre, in there as well, just while I'm working out. This is what I drink before the gym. About 20, 30 minutes before I head to the gym, I drink this and then, yeah, get a nasty pump. Guys, I'm telling you, that combo is so good. It does not sound like it would go together. If you guys want a really good combo pre-workout, definitely try these 2 flavors. All the links are below. Code SB to save and support me directly. These are absolutely amazing, and honestly, they work really, really, really good.
Okay, so pre-workout, I will do a little more than half a scoop of the essential pre-workout, just because I don't want the full amount of caffeine. A little more than half a scoop. I'll do 1 scoop or 5 grams of the raw creatine. 1 scoop there. This little nifty, I think it's like a coffee stir. So I'll do that as pre-workout. And then I'm also gonna have probably 2 of these popped cakes. So they're like rice cakes, but they have 45 calories per each rice cake, 1.5 grams of fat, 7 carbs. So I'll do 2 of these just to get in a few more extra carbs before my workout. And they taste really good. So these are also from Wegmans, which we don't have here in Florida. So my mom actually brought me these when she came to visit from North Carolina, where I'm from. When I run out of these, I'll have to tell her to send me some more.
All right, guys, so we're back at MI40. Gonna hit some shoulders today with Babe. So super excited to show you guys kind of like what we've been doing. We usually hit shoulders together when we feel like it. So it's a really cool, you know, body part to hit together because it's kind of like the same movements. I'm really trying to focus on building my lateral delt and my rear delts, and I think she is too. So
more so just like I would say maintaining, but growing them.
She has crazy shoulder and arm genetics, like from her mom. Her mom's Jack, so it's, yeah, she has some pretty good genetics there, but I'm trying to really build out my shoulders as well as my triceps, so I'm probably gonna do some shoulders today and then a little bit of tricep work towards the end. Just really prioritize the shoulders today. I don't wanna fatigue the triceps too much before jumping in the shoulder training, but that's what we're doing today. So we're gonna kind of just walk you guys through.
Shoulder workout?
Yeah, stay tuned. Some warm-up lateral raises to get everything primed.
I'm gonna start with some lateral raises to warm up as well, but I'm gonna do mine single arm on the cable machine. For me, it just helps to isolate my lateral delt a little bit better when I can do them on the cables. And I'll actually use this like attachment right here to go around my arm or my wrist instead of my hand to take my forearm out of the movement.
Well, if you look at Emily here, basically what she's doing is she's doing the same exact thing I was doing, except for it's single arm. Watch how she's taking the whole forearm out of it by putting this cuff on. It's really smart. If you struggle with like your grip and just using your forearm on everything, which I believe she does, try this. It's a huge difference. And then she's doing the same exact range of motion, but she's allowing her shoulder to stretch a little bit more at the bottom than I was because it's a single arm movement and it's not a dumbbell, so the resistance is gonna pull you into more of a stretch position. And as you come up, make sure that that elbow is driving the weight up out in front of you just a tiny bit.
Okay, so now that we've warmed up, we're moving into like our first movement of the workout. So as you can see here, he's doing these rear delt face pulls. So really trying to isolate and target the rear delt, so back of the shoulder. It's not a big range of motion on these. You're really just trying to keep that tension in the rear delt the entire time. So try to pull either towards the forehead or kind of towards the face on these. But we'll do probably 2 to 3 working sets here and then move on to something like a shoulder press next.
So notice how she pulls a little lower than me. It's whatever feels good for you. So honestly, if you're feeling it in your rear delt pulling, you know, to like the mid level of your face, like your nose level, then that's fine. I have to pull way up here for me to feel it. So you could also adjust the cable cam if needed to try to just target the right area on your rear delts. But if you're not feeling this after 4 or 5 reps, then you're not doing it right, I'll be honest. So make sure you're definitely feeling this like halfway into the set. You should be burning after your first or second set for sure. So definitely adjust if you need to. But she's firing perfectly right here.
There you go, come on. Right here.
There you go. Way better.
There.
All right, so Emily is gonna do dumbbell shoulder press. I'm gonna be doing Smith machine shoulder press. I just don't like dumbbell shoulder press right now because I'm really trying to add as much mass as I can before I get deeper into prep. Then I'll transition over to something like dumbbell to work out the little stabilizer muscles and kind of even out my proportions. But right now I'm just trying to put as much meat as I can on my upper body. And Smith machine shoulder press feels very good and I'm having a great connection with it right now. So I'm not gonna stop that and go to something like dumbbell. So I'm gonna go over and do the Smith machine. We'll kind of bounce back and forth. We'll show you me spotting her, you know, doing cues with her, and then we'll come over and do the same thing with me on shoulder press. So just wanted to explain that to you guys. Start with a plate on each side. I like to go up by plates. Luckily, I'm at the point right now, fingers crossed, where I can hit 3 plates for a solid 5 to 10 reps, depending on the day. I have 1 meal in me today, but I have my last meal pretty late last night, so should get some good energy today, so we'll see. But like I said earlier, we're not on anything right now. We're kind of just cruising, so I'm excited to see what I can press. Every set counts. Every set, every rep. Feeling good today, let's go. Three plates for sure.
All right, so I am just going to do a warm-up set here and then do 3 working sets for my shoulder press. I just prefer doing dumbbells versus like the Smith machine because my shoulders are a little bit uneven. It kind of sounds backwards. You would think since they're uneven, I might want to use the Smith machine, but I actually feel like the dumbbells allow me to have a little bit more of that like free motion, and I can kind of settle into or like shift around until I feel it more evenly. Whereas on the Smith machine or one of the shoulder press machines, I'm kind of locked in and it's harder for me to adjust if I need to adjust to feel it evenly. So this is gonna be my warm-up set. I'll just do probably 10 to 12 reps here and then jump into a working set next.
All right, guys, so I get to actually indulge and enjoy a Gatorade every training day. So my coaches, God bless him, I get to have a Gatorade. This is what I look forward to every single day, as well as that other thing I showed you earlier with like the almond butter and the honey. So those are my 2 snacks for the day. But Cool Blue is what we're going with today. It has about 140 calories in it, has about 36 grams of carbs. He wants me having 35 grams of carbs during my intra. So this is perfect. 1 more gram of carb. This is what I sip on during my workout to really just give me the extra energy to push through the rest of the lift. I like to start drinking this right before my first top set on my first compound lift, whether that's leg day, shoulder day, back day. I really want to be able to power through those top sets. So I don't start drinking this until I'm fully warmed up, until I already have a pump, and this just kind of extends the pump and builds my muscle connection and strength. So definitely gonna enjoy this and spot my girlfriend here. Come on.
Whew.
There you go, come on. Drive, drive. Good. 3, 2.
Come on. Drive. Up.
That felt good.
I thought you had one more. To be honest.
I don't want to do 2 1/4. More. Come on, keep going. You got more, come on, go. One more. Drive.
I think that was all you. Whew.
That was really good, babe.
Thank you, I'm gonna do one more.
All right, so we got 2 plates on. I'm gonna do as many as I can here, and we're gonna drop it to plate and do as many as I can there with some assisted reps. Let's do it.
Control. Up. Come on. Just getting started, come on. Whew.
Yes, sir.
Slow it down, slow it down. Go.
Whew. Holy cow.
Good job, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do some lateral raises next. I warmed up with the cables, but for my working sets, I'm actually gonna do the dumbbells here. So we did rear delt face pulls so far, shoulder press, and now we're gonna do lateral raises. We'll probably go back to another pressing movement next, and then finish with either another rear delt fly movement or rear delt fly and a front delt movement as well.
Biggest cue here is I'm gonna keep my core flexed the entire time and try to keep my chest high.
Come on, let's go. Ribs tight, I got you.
All the reps, baby.
I think that last one
I sacrificed my girlfriend's life, but it's okay.
That last one was an incline chest press. you're like...
Screw it. Getting beefy, beefy, beefy.
Okay, so last shoulder movement, we're gonna do some more rear delts. So just the rear delt fly on this pec deck machine here. So the key with this, I'm gonna change this, is really just trying to keep everything in a protracted position throughout the movement. That way your scapula doesn't take over. It just, the tension stays in your rear delts. So I'll do about 12 to 15 here. Okay, so post-workout meal, I'm gonna make a wrap with one of these Joseph's lavash breads. The macros on these are awesome. So I'll do one of these, and then I'm gonna put 2 of these Laughing Cow cheeses on there, and then 175 grams of egg whites, and then 120 grams of jasmine rice that I have right here. So let me go ahead and put these on the wrap. And these are the light ones, so they have 0 grams of fat each. There's just a few grams of carbs and some more protein. So I'll just put the cheese all over the wrap. And it's almost like a white cheddar flavor. So if that's not your thing, maybe don't have this, but I love like the white cheddar flavor. The cheese, and then I'll do the jasmine rice, and then the egg whites on top. And then I already sprinkled the egg whites with some salt. And then I will just do my best to wrap it up kind of like a burrito down the middle. And there you go. So it's just jasmine rice, egg whites, and Laughing Cow cheese. And the wrap, and that'll be my post-workout meal. So meal number 2.
All right, guys, so here we have 350 grams of jasmine rice. I should probably tell you this is my post-workout meal as well. And then I have 168 grams of chicken breast. That's literally it, okay? Not a lot of fats in this meal, literally just very few trace fats from the chicken. I did bake this, so a lot of the fat actually came out when I cooked this, but very low fats in here. 350 grams of jasmine rice, 168 grams of chicken breast. I'm just gonna microwave it, throw some of this Carolina zero sugar barbecue sauce on. Has 10 calories for two tablespoons. I put about 3 or 4 tablespoons on. So as I get closer to the end of prep, probably 2-3 months out, I'm gonna cut this out, but we're still 25 weeks out, so I'm not worried about cutting this out until like 10 weeks out or something like that. So I'm gonna microwave this up, and that is my post-workout meal.
All right, so meal number 3 is going to be a Ninja Creamy. And when I said I do mostly whole foods, this is the only thing that's not necessarily whole foods. It's just 400 grams of unsweetened vanilla almond milk, 35 grams of maple waffle protein powder, and then 8 grams of this white chocolate, sugar-free, fat-free Jell-O mix. You can freeze it overnight, like make it the day before and freeze it overnight. I usually just make it in the morning, and then by the afternoon, it's frozen enough to spin. So I'll put that in my Ninja Creamy maker and then set it to light ice cream, and it'll spin for 4 minutes, and then we'll respin it and then add the mix-ins. Okay, so it spun the first time. So let's see. So it looks really like crumbly and dry. So I'll add just another splash of almond milk in there and then respin it again. And that should fix like the crumbliness of it. I don't know how else to describe it. But same thing, light ice cream, and then I'll click the respin button. All right, so I respun it. And so we're gonna go ahead, oops, and open it. Maybe. Okay, so there it is, fresh after the respin. So it's perfect. And what I'm gonna do now is add my mix-ins, which is going to just be 20 grams of cornflake cereal. So just some more carbs, and it gives the ice cream a little bit of texture and crunch rather than using like chocolate chips or something super sugary. I'm just gonna use these cornflakes. So I'll measure out 20 grams here. All right, so 20 grams of cornflakes, and that is my meal number 3. Get a bite, taste test here.
We have our meal 3 here, which is gonna be the last meal with chicken and rice or anything with rice. The next 2 meals are gonna be oatmeal. So I was supposed to have an oatmeal meal before the gym, and then I was supposed to have my pre-workout meal for meal 2, but we're kind of changing up the order of them today just to make sure that we can get to the gym and get everything done before, you know, a decent hour. So here we have pretty much the same, it's actually the same exact thing as last time. We got 311 grams of rice and we got 168 grams of chicken breast. And then I'm gonna go ahead and zero it out, and I'm gonna put 70 grams of avocado on top. Push it in like that. Sometimes the skin comes off with it, it's frustrating, but 59. So I'll take a little bit of this out. But that's what I'm gonna do for my meal 3, and then I'm literally just gonna put some ketchup on it. I still have to microwave it though, so I messed up. I put the avocado on before I have to microwave it, but that's okay. Chicken, I'm just gonna put it in for like 30 seconds, and then I'm gonna use the sugar-free ketchup again. This is like my go-to sauce on prep. It's like really not bad for you at all. It has less than a gram of carbs, 0 fats, 0 protein, less than 1 gram of sugars, which is probably where the carbs come from. So really, really good, just all-around choice on prep. As I'll show you some of the other sauces that I use as well. I just showed you guys this one, but the 0 sugar Carolina barbecue sauce. Emily really likes this. I got her hooked on it, but she really likes this sugar-free dipping sauce. It's the honey mustard, but it does have 20 calories in it, so it's pretty high for prep. This is my go-to if I want barbecue sauce. It's the sugar-free Sweet Baby, not Sweet Baby Ray's, G-Hugh's, and this one has 10 calories in it, and it has 2 grams of carbs. So really, really not bad for you, especially if you only put like 1 to 2 tablespoons on. As you get through prep, you will realize that little bit goes a long ways when it comes to taste. Like a little bit of salt, a little bit of sauce, a little bit of seasoning. It's all you really need, because it just gets better and better as prep goes on. As you get more hungry, you're like ravenous. So this will be perfect right now. I just wanted to heat up the chicken a little bit. And then when I say I put a little bit of ketchup on, this is literally how much I do. I mean, it's probably gonna come out pretty fast, but I just go, boom, that's it. It's about, I would say that's less than 2 tablespoons. It's about 10, 15 calories. But that's about it, guys. That's gonna be my meal 3. Like I said, all macros and stuff will be on the screen, and I'm just gonna go enjoy this, and I gotta put salt on it. I salt my meals pretty well. I like to put a lot of salt in my meals, especially, you know, when I'm so far out like this. It really just helps me stay. I drink a lot of water, so if you don't have a lot of salt when you drink a lot of water, it kind of just flushes through you. So I really like to make sure that I'm getting a lot of salt in every single day, just to keep the hydration up. And not have any problems in the gym. It helps me with pumps and stuff like that. So if you're off cycle or if you are natural, lifetime natural, and you want to get better pumps, lots of water and lots of salt. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this, and I'll see you guys in the next meal.
Okay, so meal number 4 for me is going to be a salad. So I have a lot of spring mix here. I'm gonna do 1 serving of this sugar-free honey mustard as my dressing. And then, so the way I do it with macros to make sure I hit my macros every day is pre-plan out what I'm gonna eat in my FitnessPal just to make sure it hits exactly the amount of protein, carbs, and fats that I need each day. Along with this, I'm going to do 50 grams of black beans, carrots, and then 72 grams of chicken, which I'll just use this, it's kind of beat up, but this sous vide chicken from Flex Pro. You can use my code Emily if you want to save on that, and then 73 grams of potatoes in this as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all of that together. And then just a sprinkle of salt to finish it off. Oops, that was a lot of salt. But that is my meal number 4. All right, and I think Austin's gonna go ahead and put his meal number 4 together next.
All right, guys, time to make my salad. We're gonna grab oatmeal. No salads for me. We're trying to grow, baby. We're gonna grow into this show. So, like I mentioned earlier, I didn't have my breakfast meal, my meal 1. Instead, I had my pre-workout meal, just for timing and everything and for sake of shooting today. So I'm going to be having my breakfast meal right now. And I took some of the fats. Hopefully if Cameron sees this, he's not mad, but I just can't do eggs right now. And I'm gonna tell him this on my next check-in. It's just sometimes I just build up an intolerance to eggs. It just happens to be one of the times. My stomach just doesn't wanna eat them. I just don't feel like I want to. So I actually went ahead and distributed the macros differently for just the eggs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm still gonna have the same amount of oats. I'm gonna have 100 grams of oats. Don't let Emily hear this, she'll be jealous. Okay, her kryptonite is oats and it's peanut butter. So if you ever want to find don't tell her that, actually, she might cry. So we had to pour it out of this bowl because I messed up. Beginner mistake. So 100 grams. We're really just gonna put some water in this, throw it in the microwave, nothing fancy. No milk in my oats. I have a lot of clients that ask if they can put milk in their oats, and the answer is no. If it's not on your plan, you don't put it in your oats. Open up the microwave, put it in here. I do 2.5 minutes. I don't like it fully cooked. I know it sounds weird. I like it to still be like a little bit runny. I don't like it to be totally puffed up, if that makes any sense. But we're gonna wait for that to get done. And in the meantime, I'm gonna actually show you guys my favorite protein right now. It is, drum roll please, Evogen Peppermint Fudge Brownie. I mean, come on. But we can make Christmas last a little bit longer. So if you guys want to snag some of this, here, let them smell it real fast. You smell that? It smells good. If you guys want to grab some, you can use code SB. All links are below. I really appreciate the support, and you can get yourself a badass tub of protein that tastes really good. So I'm gonna put 2 scoops of this protein into the oats when it's done, and I'm literally just gonna mix it around, and that's it, because I can't have any more fats for the night. This is actually gonna be the same meal as my last meal, but I'm gonna do 80 grams of oats instead of 100. So all the fats have been used up. I used my almond butter in one of my previous meals, and then I used the steak in one of my previous meals, which has a lot of trace fats. I had avocado in my last meal. So all the fats have been used up for the day, and I will be literally just replicating the same meal, but just subtracting 20 grams of oats. So it's 80 grams of oats and 2 scoops of protein powder. Like I said, I'm going to literally just weigh out 2 scoops of protein powder. I don't have to weigh it out. I'm just gonna do it flush to the top. We're still 6 months out, 6.5 months out. I'm really not worried about this. but 2 scoops. This stuff is so good. Oh, I forgot. We get to put some berries in this. So this is like my favorite part of the day. 150 grams frozen blueberries in here. That was a big chunk. Wow. Perfect. I really like blueberries because they have a lot of micronutrients in them, a lot of fiber. And honestly, they taste really good on prep, especially when they're frozen like that and you put them in something hot. Hits the spot. So that's my meal 4. And then we'll see you for the last meal of the day here in a little bit.
Okay, so my 5th and final meal of the day is my favorite. It's actually going to be 2 of these Better Oats 100 calorie packs. So these are the maple brown sugar flavor. I can show you guys what these look like. You can get them usually at Target or Sprouts, or Amazon actually has them, but this is the box. And they have flaxseed rolled oats, and I think that's it, yeah, flaxseed rolled oats, and then they're just already pre-flavored, so I like these better than plain oatmeal. So I'll do 2 packs of this, and then 30 grams, ooh, that is hot, 30 grams of protein powder. So we'll mix that in. We'll put some salt in there as well. It's like having breakfast for dinner. And then I'm gonna grab peanut butter. And you guys should comment if you keep your peanut butter in the fridge or in the pantry, or I guess cabinet. But I will keep mine in the fridge because I like it cold. And then I'll do 20 grams of peanut butter, my dinner or meal number 5. Look at that.
It's that part in prep where I start to get veins, baby. Just kidding, it's gonna get way crazier, you'll see. Dad. All right, so the same meal, like I said earlier, it's just gonna be 80 grams of oats this time instead of 100. And we're gonna do 2 scoops of protein powder again. So, all right, I'm gonna put some water in this, throw it in the microwave, you guys know the drill, and then throw 2 scoops of protein powder in this. I'm gonna use the same protein powder because I'm really on a kick with that stuff right now. It tastes super good. 2.5 minutes, and I'll see you guys when it's done. All right, guys, so I'm gonna switch this up. I'm actually gonna put some of this stevia in the oats instead, and I'm actually gonna scoop and drink my protein powder because that sounds better today. So 2 packets of stevia. I just like the stevia and the raw stuff. It's pretty good. Truvia is pretty good too. Boom, right in there. My blueberries. Guys, I literally live off blueberries in prep. Blueberries, strawberries, and bananas. Cameron is huge on his fruits. He really likes putting fruits into plans. I like it too. It's a lot of good micronutrients and like good sources of fiber too. Just 100 in this one. Oh, well, that'll do it. I didn't expect that big chunk to come out. Again, we have the peppermint fudge brownie. Love this stuff. So, just 2 scoops in here. But I'm gonna enjoy it while I can. Guys, seriously, if you wanna swipe some of this stuff, use my code. Like I said earlier, it's SB down below. You will not regret it. Evogen is the best of the best of the best. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up, drink this, mix this up, and that's gonna be my meal 5, last meal of the day. And see you guys for an outro.
All right, thank you guys for joining us for a full day of eating and shoulder workout today. We're gonna have the total, I think, calories and macros up on the screen for each of our meals for the day.
So you can see that I'm eating 2 times as much as she is.
He is right now.
Rub it in. Not for long. I'll be down to like 2,000, 3,000 calories here soon.
And I'll be down to like, we'll not talk about that. It's low, it gets low.
Anyways, guys, we really appreciate all the support. We're dumping a lot of time, energy into this, and so is our amazing videographer. So we really appreciate all the work that he's put in, and almost 80 people following us so far. That's a huge win for us. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears we're putting into this prep so far, and it just really means a lot that you guys are following us. So definitely hit that subscribe button, share this with somebody who wants to follow our journey if you want to, and then leave a like if you don't mind. So yeah.
I think that's
Also,
it.
leave us some like recommended like videos down below. Sorry, I didn't mean to like. Leave us some recommended videos down below so that we can like look into them and make sure that we can, you know, discuss them and make sure that we get these out for you guys, because we want to make this a channel that you guys want to watch too. We want to give back to you guys as much as possible. So
I think we have like a grocery haul planned, cheat meal when we get a cheat meal, and maybe like a Q&A.
yeah, and then somebody asked for this full, like a couple of you guys asked for this full day of eating. So we're like, that's the first thing we should do is just tell everybody what we're starting with, and then we can go from there. So yeah, definitely subscribe, share, like, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much.
Peace.